Welcome to the greatest American art form, the mixtape. Mixtape, a homemade compilation of media typically from multiple sources recorded into a medium. Mixtape Therapy, a compilation of authentic conversations recorded by multiple people on my podcast. Our connections are experiences that we have, and I hope these mixtapes make us feel more connected. Remember, be authentic. They'll adjust.
Hey, okay, I have a question. Okay, Josh, when did G, can you say the moment where G flipped from maybe being just like, you know, a friend or a good friend to being what G is now? Can you remember the moment where it just kind of like it clicked? Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you mean like the friendship, or like what?
Well, I mean, like, so you know, y'all didn't start off as best friends,
so
right?
So can I
like,
tell you
it wasn't like you're like,
no,
hey, I like you. I like you. Want to be best friends? Okay,
no,
we're best friends. So
no,
when did G?
Oh my God!
When did he take that next step to being like best friend? Like, do you remember? Kind of? Is it just or just some moment that?
It's just there was always these periods. So so. I don't even remember how it even like we're going to be roommates. I'm like, somehow Lance is moving out. I was going to go in and buy and, you know, come in.
G need a new white friend. I get it.
18 years old,
exactly,
right? Like,
exactly.
I had just graduated
He's trying to
high
get the
school.
landlord not to like think he's doing shady shit. I'm just
Yes, exactly.
come and knock on my door.
G walks in, he's like, hey, man.
I need a new white dude.
G's like, let me show
It's
you this.
gonna be me and you and nobody.
White boys are us too.
White dude changes the dues. I don't know.
No.
Oh shit!
You know, I think it started with just being roommates. You know, I mean, it was just I moved in. I mean, and day one I moved in, I fucked up.
Oh,
like
God,
I thought the friendship was fucked day one. You know
What'd you do?
I flooded his fucking apartment before I moved in. I bought his ex-roommate's king-size waterbed. I've never had a waterbed before.
on the second floor.
On the second floor, I fucking, you know, get the water hose. You connect a water hose, I guess, to a hot water heater, which is full of hot water, and you put it into a fucking big-ass king-size waterbed, and you fill it up. Well, that water heater has not been changed for 18 years and stripped, and 60 gallons of water ends up in his apartment. I hadn't moved in. I was moving in a week later.
Yeah.
So it started there, and then what I realized is he was still good to me, dude. He was like, "It's all right, man." Like he was like,
But
genuinely.
inside, he's like, God.
He's
damn.
like, "God damn you, motherfucker!" You know. And then I remember he, you know, and then, so we lived together.
Because logically, he's like, who does that?
Well,
Yes.
Don't tell me I don't know.
How else are you supposed to fill up a king size waterbed, right?
Hey,
Logically, Josh. Logically.
Logically, you freaking take it the spigot
Hey, Josh,
from downstairs. And
G,
then
really quickly.
We didn't have Home Depot back then,
G,
motherfucker.
really quickly. Tell Josh logically how you're supposed to fill up a bed so he doesn't make that same mistake again.
I don't sleep waterbeds anymore. We're good.
I'm just saying. All right, so
You got like a Posturepedic now or what?
logically, what Lance had done, the guy that
I know who Lance is.
who preceded
Yes.
you, he took
His other white friend.
he took 2 water hoses, right?
Do you go outside?
And then freaking
Wait,
took it
you
from
saying
outside.
Lance had a waterbed too?
I bought Lance's waterbed.
Oh, it was Lance's waterbed.
Yeah, why did he deflate the motherfucker? You know, my big question is,
this is
he
what
was
I think.
moving out. Why did he fucking let the water go? Why did he just leave it?
leave it?
I guess.
Like, why did you just leave it? Like,
Leave it with fucking water.
Yeah, why would you empty the water?
It's not like it was like.
What you should ask is, how did he leave it? How did he empty it?
Oh, so you're saying that Lance flooded the apartment wasn't Josh's fault?
No.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Damn. I
No, dickbag. Is he freaking emptied it the same way he filled it. With
But no, what Josh is saying is if he was leaving it there for Josh to buy, why did he empty it? Why did he just leave it filled up?
Because I think he was trying to sell it.
Because he was trying to sell it, and he wasn't trying to freaking.
And G's like,
yeah.
hey, and secretly G's
no,
listen, Josh. Secretly, he's like, I ain't trying to lose that waterbed. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, I take a young lady in there. He's like, he goes, I gotta sell it to Josh to keep it in the family.
No,
we got lots of stories about that shit, but.
Can't use any of this. I can't use any of this.
We got lots of stories.
So the friendship started when we were friends, but then it started with like this crazy fucking conflict.
Yeah.
And what happened was he was still okay with me. I'm like, he accepted me even though I fucked up, even though I made a mistake, right?
Yeah.
So
People
to me,
fuck
that
up.
was like checkbox number one.
Yeah.
For me. For me.
Yeah, people fuck up, right? Yeah.
And then we had a fucking great time. We were fucking roommates. We had parties. We threw down. That year was fucking amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he broke my heart and said he wanted to go to the Marines.
Yeah. And listen to me, a fucking Moreno fucking tells his fucking story way different than what it actually happened.
Let's James, we're gonna set the truth right now.
Yeah. Right.
What is the true story?
Okay, this motherfucker comes to me, right, and it says, "Hey, I need a buddy to fucking join the Marine Corps because I fucked up my life a little bit." Right? I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Cool. I go down to the recruiting station. They're like, hey, can you do these pull-ups? Yeah. Can you run this mile and a half? Yeah. Can you do these crunches? Yes. Right? Or not crunches.
Whatever.
Right then, they were sit-ups, right? Can you do these sit-ups? Yeah. I was like, yeah, I can do that, all that shit. All right, go take the ASVAB. I take the ASVAB. I freaking pass that motherfucker, right? And they're like, all right, yeah. And they're like, all right, cool. So fucking.
What about your friend?
James? Yeah. What about your motherfucking friend? Your motherfucking friend can't do none of that shit, right?
Oh, James, calling you out, James.
No, I can't do none of that shit, right? Right. He's got some difficulties going through this freaking process, right? He's got some processes. He's got some processes.
Okay, so let me ask you something.
I can't tell you what his processing issues
is it out of the realm of possibility, okay, that James knew that, right? And he asked you because he knew that you were tough and that you would help him. Like he knew that it was going to be difficult for him, so he was asking for help. Is that possible?
James was asking for help because he needed a buddy to go into the buddy program with.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
I mean, like, 100%. Hey, Josh, who you picking?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick G myself. You know what I mean?
I mean, it was a good choice.
I mean, like, hey, he could have picked Josh. He'd been fucked. Of course,
I would have been like, "Fuck no."
If he like when G was telling that story, like he goes. So he came to me and he said, like, let's join the Marines. And I said, okay. Like, when he was telling that, if James had come to me and said, I've been like, man, go fuck yourself. I ain't joining the Marines. You crazy?
I feel like G, sat me...
I'll die. I'm going to die out there.
I feel like G sat me down when he made the decision, like I was a kid, and said, hey, can you come and talk to me? Like, sit me down on the couch like I was in trouble.
Because
he's like,
he knows you're a sensitive cat.
And I'm leaving in fucking, 2 weeks. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
you're like, what about the waterbed?
So you asked me, like, the different levels of our friendship, right?
Yeah.
So, I approve and say, I'll let you go, buddy. And then he goes.
I don't think it's asking for approval. I don't think it's
in my head, I say, okay, whatever. Yeah, so he goes, right? I go off, and then I go off to college, and then, G shows up different periods in my life, right? Where.
Okay, really quickly, I just want to chime in. Do you think that's, like, pretty normal?
What?
That, like, okay, so G's your best friend.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
But y'all always haven't been super tight. There's been, like, ups and downs.
No, we could go we went years living in fucking a mile away and didn't see each other. And then, dude, we could fucking pick it up.
But I'm saying, like, y'all's relationship and the trust you built didn't come without bad events or things you disagreed on or having to work through things or whatever. You've had moments where you've had to, like, work through problems with each other, right?
Yeah.
I think the problem. I mean, I think that's like
maybe you don't like. G's mad at you for a while, so you don't talk for a while.
No,
that never happened.
No,
never.
Not a while.
Y'all always solve everything immediately.
Yeah,
we don't.
Listen, let me tell you. Let me tell you the 3 times that we've gotten upset with each other. Number 1, G hadn't joined the military yet. Right? He didn't make that big decision.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there.
Wait, hang on. So him deciding to join the military was problem number 1. Is that
no?
Not yet.
No, it wasn't. I'm just saying. No. I'm saying that
disagreement number 1.
Disagreement.
Yeah.
The first disagreement
the military?
Was literally, and we laugh about it all the fucking time. And I had 2 fucking pool balls in my hand. We had It
Was
was
this like a
Ortega.
It was a Raquel
Raquel
Ortega.
Ortega.
Yeah.
We had fucking.
What's up,
Is this a scene out of is this a scene out of a goddamn movie? Like what the fuck? Like
So we're sitting there on the couch,
Yeah.
fucking chilling, and I'm with the ball going like, and this is Josh. I mean, this is normal Josh, fidgety drummer. Like I'm a fidgety person, so I had the
Yeah.
balls and then I was like doing this in my hands, like going click, 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 and he almost lost his shit
Yeah, I
on
was
me.
like, you need to stop that. I said,
how long have they been friends at this point?
we've been friends for maybe 2 years.
Yeah,
probably.
2 years.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
So and he got pretty upset with me, and I
Yeah.
realized I was like, oh shit, okay, and we stopped,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I stopped, and we laugh about it,
Yeah.
but that's argument number one.
Yeah, but no, listen, but Ortega jumped in. She's like, he doesn't have to fucking stop. He lives here too. I was like, you can get the fuck out of here too, bitch. I was fucking pissed. That shit straight up freaking, it was aggravating to me. Like the tick over you.
And so here's the other thing I think about with G too. I mean, there's all these things with G that normally he's not a
he's not
touchy
an asshole.
person, Philly
Yeah.
person. Like
Yeah.
I can go hug him and he's like fine with it. Anyone else hugs him, he's like, get the fuck off me. For some reason, I've got like I got a free pass with G.
When we end
We
this,
are
we all
not-
have to hug. I don't know if it.
No, I'm
They
telling
jumped
you,
in the
man.
last hug. Yeah.
I'm telling you. And then we had a situation in the past year where we got a little heated on the conversation, and we said, hey, time out.
Yeah.
And then I came over to his house and we talked the next day.
Yeah.
We talked through it and went good. Other than that, dude, in our 27, 28 years of
Yeah,
friendship,
damn it, 30
that
years.
is 30
Yeah.
years, that is the only fucking time that I could tell you that we have had any kind of even heated, and we've had to me, one of the most honest, true, loving friendships that I could fucking ever say.
Well,
So
I think.
can I say that? I mean, that's to me, that's pretty fucking cool to not have conflict, but yet have a fucking incredible relationship.
Yeah.
This is going fantastic, guys.
9 hours into this whole, we fucking done 2 questions.
We've
Okay.
done one question.
The good, the bad, or reflection. I like to save reflection for laughs, just that. I mean, so if you could pick good or bad, that's great, because I think reflection is a good way to end. But like, you can decide if you want to do reflection now. We'll do it. I don't care.
Nah, I'm good. We'll do a good.
Yeah, thank God. Like, if
I'm a positive dude. Good. He's like,
Fuck them hoes. I go with always bad.
okay,
first.
I this is one of my favorite questions. So we're just in general. I love this because I was gonna actually we're gonna talk about this.
Yeah.
Okay. Josh, what was your first impression of G? Your very first impression of G, and be honest. Because I mean, G's a very unique individual. You know what I mean?
I don't remember our first time we met.
I do.
I honestly don't. Like, I
All right,
remember. I have
G,
all
what was your first impression of Josh?
Fucking nerd.
He's right.
Yeah, I seen him at Casa Olay, and Lance pointed him out to me. And
He's
then
like,
I was
that's gonna be your new white friend.
No. He's like,
I'm gonna leave you.
that's
I'm gonna
Josh.
leave you, Padawan, and this is gonna be your new.
No. That's Josh, and that's Robert, right? And
Jimenez, yeah.
I met Robert, right, and I met James, and then then afterwards we had a party at our apartment.
I do remember that. Is that the first time we fucking met?
Yeah, it was
Got
when
it.
I met you,
Got it.
right? And then afterwards,
But I was still in high school.
yeah, you were still in high school.
Got it, got it.
Robert and James had already fucking graduated, and then
No. I'm the same age as them, dude.
you were okay. Then we all
This was high school. This was because because once I graduated, I moved in with you. I moved in with you
Yeah.
like 2 weeks later after I graduated.
After you graduated, yeah.
So
And so fucking we had and I met you like 3
Nerd.
weeks after freaking I freaking.
so if
fought
I was a
Rock.
nerd, what lets you allow me to move in with your
It's
ass?
not allow. It's not about allow.
Not allow, but
It's not
I'm
allowed.
just.
Freaking,
I know, but I mean, like, listen.
I had 2 choices: you or fucking Crosby.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And who wants a black roommate? You know what I mean?
No. But it's not just Crosby. It was just Crosby.
I
I love that dude. I love it.
No. Hey,
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Love you, brother.
R.I.P. Stephen Crosby.
Yeah, R.I.P. Stephen Crosby, right?
But no, I was just making it because you were black and it was funny. Never mind.
No. But he had always had a problem with me.
Really?
Always.
You know why? He was jealous of our friendship because you and I, whenever we were, I'm like friends, like with everybody. Hey,
yeah.
And you know, Steven and I were
Dude,
friends
you are
in
a
ninth grade.
Labrador, dude. You are a fucking Labrador. You
Hey, guys.
love everybody.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm a Doberman, and he's a Chihuahua.
I think there was a sense of jealousy, and therefore, and then you could not. You just were not
fucking.
Y'all did not like each other, and you
He
didn't.
didn't
And I
like
tried,
me.
and I was like, I felt like I was like the fucking, you know, the in my black and white stripe, and like trying to like be a mediator, and you did not.
But dude, it's not that I can't. It's not that I didn't like the jackass. It's that I didn't. No. Rest in peace, dude. I was the only one that went to his goddamn funeral. I seriously. I care about that dude. I do. I truly do give a fuck about Crosby.
He was an awesome dude.
He was. He had his faults.
Everybody does.
Everybody does. But the brother seriously gave a fuck about everybody.
He did. He cared. He loved.
And
and me, him, and Chris Hartman. I mean, from my 8th grade year to
Chris Hartman, dude. Congratulations on the baby. I love you, son. That's my motherfucker right there. He just had his baby. He just had his first kid.
Well, I mean, this will be a long time from now, but yes, it is. It will be born by then. We're in the future.
No, he had just gave him. He just gave birth.
They just had birth 2 days ago, or a week ago. So, you know, it's weird though that for me, like, I didn't remember the first time we met. Like, someone else had asked me that question. I'm like, you just in my head, like, just showed up in my life, and then fucking a week later, I'm moving in with you. Like,
no,
I can't remember the. Like
I do.
I can't remember how these steps fucking happened.
The
that
steps
I'm like
happens is with Lance Campbell.
Moving out.
Campbell moving out. And introducing technically introducing. We had already known each other because through Robert and James.
And I was ready to move out. Like, you know, at the time, you know, I was ready to like just be on my own and move out, and I was making money, so I was like, I can do it.
And
that's right.
You know, it was a thing, right? And so freaking not like Rosenquist, but freaking Campbell freaking facilitated everything because he was moving in with Jamie, and it was fortuitous, but it was freaking great.
Yeah. It was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Josh, what is G's superpower?
G's superpower. Gosh.
You should ask me.
Hey.
You should ask me first.
Okay, so really quickly, I know I should have asked you, but I already know what his superpower is. I don't need you to tell me. I need to know what yours is. That's why I asked him. I know what's going on here. Let me run this, G. I got this.
As you were.
I think G's superpower is bringing people, and I know you don't think this, but I think it's bringing people together. Like, you've got so many different...
keep them in their groups.
Yeah, but you say there. But I mean...
Yes.
I feel like you've got so many different groups of friends, but you like to bring people together. And I know you say you don't, but I fucking think you do. I disagree. I know you say you're like, I need to keep these people separate, but I think that you do. You love people and being around people, even though you fucking hate people sometimes, and you hate to be touched.
Yeah.
I think that's one of your superpowers. If I were to say your second superpower,
guys,
I know which wasn't in the question. You got fucking 2.
Goddamn Batman over here.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
I don't know. It's something that you do with the people you're around that you care about, that you fucking show up and you're real. Yeah, I think we all live life a lot of times with people that are fucking fake and fake and fake and fake and fake. And you're real and you're honest. And so I would say your superpower is fucking honesty, in that you're fucking honest in how you talk about. And even though it may be against the grain or it may be against the person you're with that fucking totally disagrees with you, you still are honest, and that's how you share, and that's how you are in life.
Yeah.
So you've got integrity, and I love integrity.
And you complete me.
That's my little brother right there. I'm telling you.
Well, but I do think there's a certain level of the opposite parts of y'all.
Yeah.
Help the other. I mean, basically in a nutshell, what Josh just said is like the logical part of you, G, like who you are logically, really helps me to have balance.
Yeah.
And like you need to lean into Josh just as like much as he's leaning into you. Yeah. And on some level, it might be a little bit harder to you to feel that emotion or even to understand where Josh is coming from, right? Yeah. But I think the more you lean into Josh as a friend, just the greater you're going to grow, right? Yeah. Because that's what he's doing with you. I think that's what a good friendship is.
But
a lot of balance.
Too, like, there's been a few times where I think I've gotten amped up with you twice, right?
Yeah.
Twice. One of the times you'd call me when I came to your house, and then the time about, I think maybe with my daughter and calling and I got amped up, and you could tell I was amped up, and you were initially like calming me down. Like, hey, Ben, calm down. Gosh, calm down. Calm down.
Yeah.
Because before you never had to do that. I mean, but I mean that happened recently in the past 6 months. It happened twice. Yeah. Before that, you never had to ever say that.
Yeah.
I've never. And part of me is like, have I held back my emotions to you, or I'm like, I don't think I have. I think I've been real.
No, you've always.
But I got. Yeah. But you've learned. I mean, you know me so well that you're like. Calm down.
No, don't do this. yeah. This is a thing where I know where fucking this is going to go fucking bad.
Yeah.
And I don't like emotion. I don't like the lack of the respect of emotion.
Yeah.
How about that? And I saw where it was going, and I do care about people's emotions. I do. But when it comes to freaking oversharing or fucking not giving a fuck about how I'm going to feel afterwards, I'm gonna shut it down, because I don't like it where I go after that.
Right.
Because once motherfuckers stop giving a shit about where I go afterwards, or if you overshare and you think that I'm not going to fucking give a fuck about how you make me feel, I don't want that. I don't want that, because I give a fuck about that individual. Right? And if you keep doing it, if I asked you to freaking not, and you keep doing it, then it's your fault.
So let me ask you this. I feel like you've given me a pass so many times in our life.
Yes.
Where I have fucked up, did something.
Because you don't.
Meaning normally you would have amped out on that person and fucking like gone ape shit and destroyed them.
Yeah.
And I feel like, and I don't remember all the fucking times, but there's been several that I probably have done something and you give me a fucking pass. So why? Why would you give me a pass over?
Really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's easy.
Let me ask you a question.
That's an easy question.
But I think this will answer it.
Yeah, that's an easy question.
Josh, if someone came to you, like G came to you, was like, hey, calm down. Would your natural reaction be to A, calm down, or B, go fuck yourself?
Go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're doing it for G, and G's doing it for you.
Yeah. He knows the way.
But that's what a friendship is. That you have the trust in that other person. That when they call you on your bullshit, or when they come to you, you trust that their perspective is they're not fucking you over.
Yeah. He's like, I need you to calm the fuck down right now. If I told you that, it's different from freaking from freaking Scotty coming
Yeah,
to
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah,
G
I'm
might get
sorry.
mad at me.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you say it, it's okay.
Yeah, if I said you need
So
to
it's-
calm the fuck down right now.
So
It's-
as Scotty, just by the way, this is what Scotty would do. Scotty would be smart enough to go to Josh and go, "Hey man, I think G's having a problem. You might want to talk to him because he ain't gonna fucking listen to me because there can only be one white guy in his life that he listens to." I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, that's truly what like that's what a friendship is.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I mean,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
this is what's shitty
Yeah,
is a lot of people have that
yeah.
and then they lose it because something happens.
Because something happens.
But
There's
hang on,
not-
but hang on.
No.
But in those moments where something happens, you can choose to do what you and G have done, which is like try to work through it.
Yeah.
Or you can decide that that's where you want to end it.
Mm.
But you have to have some level of grace with that other person to decide, you know, you have to be able to tolerate
Yeah.
whatever it is. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So far with Josh, like everything is tolerable
Yeah.
until it's not. G,
What's up?
the bad or reflection? We're doing the bad. You don't have a choice. Never mind.
Okay.
We're saving reflection for
Good
last.
talk.
Yeah. I'm glad we discussed that. Josh, if you could change one thing about G, what would it be?
Easy.
Oh,
That's an easy question.
okay.
You know that's an easy question. You know that's an easy question.
Is it?
Yeah, it's an easy question.
Well, apparently G knows the answer.
What's the fucking answer?
I would think that I would not be so
He become more of an empath.
easy with the truth. Because
You know what it is for me?
what's up, little brother?
I know you go through some hard times internally in life.
Yeah.
With all the stuff you went through in the military and you know and you internalize it by yourself.
Mhm.
And honestly, I wish you just fucking bring me in. You don't have to be by yourself. Because you do this all the time. You kind of go dark for a couple months because you're fucking in a bad place. You know, and you're not good and you're whatever's going on in your head. And I don't even know it because you don't share that part of your life with me.
Mm.
But you know, I'm your fucking boy, dude, that
Yeah.
you don't have to be alone. And you do this a lot in your life, I think, where you feel like you just kind of got to go solo and just get through it. And I don't think you got to go. I mean, we're too fucking close of friends that you don't have to fucking do that. Like, you don't have to, and I don't have, you don't have to share everything, but just, I feel like you don't have to be alone. I feel like you put yourself into a place where you're alone with some deep thoughts and you don't have to be alone. You know, I mean, I remember, I mean, it's been years. I mean, this is years and years and years, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I know it. Like, and you even tell me like, hey, I'm in a dark spot. Like, and I don't hear from you for 4 months,
Yeah.
you know, cause you're in a fucking dark spot and you just don't want to, I don't know how you're dealing with it on your own. And I guess my point is we're old enough now, dude. You got fucking some fucking great friends. Even if it's not even me, if it's fucking your other groups of people, I think
Yeah.
you've got so many people that care about you that you don't have to be alone anymore. You could be like, all right, today I'm going to be with Josh. Today I'm going to be with fucking, you know, this person.
Yeah.
I think you've got so many people that care about you enough that you don't have to do that alone.
Correct.
So
Yeah. And
that would be my thing.
the answer, am I answering this or no?
You can, yeah.
Okay. The answer to that is that I have a counselor, right? And that person that person drags me out of that, right? And that person is paid to do that. And that person has been with me for freaking
Did you know
15
G
years.
had a counselor, Josh?
I didn't. I didn't know you had a
Yeah,
person. I didn't know you had
yeah.
someone to help you with that. I
Yeah.
thought you were doing it alone.
No,
So
no.
all these years,
no,
for
no.
20 years, dude,
no,
I
no.
thought you were doing this alone and just kind of just mentally trying to figure it out. So I thought you were alone and I fucking hated it.
no.
But I felt like it also as your best friend or as one of your many best friends, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
I felt like me showing up wouldn't have helped. Like you needed to kind of figure it. Meaning you, when you're going through stuff like that, I don't know if
He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
like I didn't know what to do to help.
Yeah.
But I felt like you needed space, and that's what you wanted.
Yes.
That was what I observed as what you wanted, so I gave you space.
Yes. And
But I felt like you were alone doing it, and I fucking hated it.
yeah, and that's exactly what I needed was space. I can't drag anybody into my PTSD. I can't drag anybody
But hey, G,
into my loneliness.
G, hey, Josh, question for you: is G dragging you?
Never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never.
Hey, when you need Josh, you're never dragging him. He's coming willing.
I know.
He wants to help you, so you shouldn't
That day
feel
you called me,
you
dude,
shouldn't
fucking-
feel you shouldn't feel
Yeah.
like you're dragging him because he wants to be
But
there for you.
I know that. I know that. I 100% know that.
But you still resist. You resist
I
it though.
resist it because I don't. I know what Josh is going through also. I know what Scott's going through also. I know what Grant is going through also, right? I know what all you motherfuckers are going through, right? I know that you are my friends and I give a fuck about everything that y'all do and what y'all are about, right?
Listen to this empath.
I do. And I do not want y'all fucking
Got him.
I just called
Got him.
I just
Got him.
fucking
Gee, don't fuck this up. Don't fuck up this moment. I'm trying to put this on the goddamn fucking show. Jesus, I'm gonna bleep that out.
My bad.
No.
I know what y'all are going through.
It doesn't matter though.
It does. It does
No.
matter. It
Hang on, really
We all
quick.
have dark times in our life though. Sometimes we're
Josh,
Yeah.
do you know what your close friends are going through?
yeah.
no, not all the time.
No, but I'm saying no. What I'm trying to say is how G goes. Hey, I know what you're going through.
Yeah.
Like you know what G's kind of going through,
Right.
right? Or does he not let you in to know that?
I mean, usually,
No, I don't.
no,
let
he
you-
doesn't share.
I-
I mean,
I-
we
I
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
fuck, man.
You
You,
know what?
didn't even know he had a counselor. So I was like, how close of friends are y'all? You know what I'm
But
saying?
my
Well,
thing
how
is
does
this-
how does your best friend not know you have a counselor? You tell me.
Yeah, I fucking do this. I don't. Because
He protects you because you're sensitive.
No, he's not. He's not sensitive. He's just going through fucking things. You
But we
got
all
He's
go
one of
through
those
things.
weirdo
But I-
empaths.
but I'm not
He
in a
protects
ba-
you because you're one of those
Can I tell
weirdo
you this?
empaths.
Here, G, can I tell you this? We all go through shit, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm strong enough to fucking take, because you're going throw out all the other stuff. What you're going through in life right now, right? You know what the best thing you ever did to me is when you called me about 3 or 4 months ago, and you called me out, and you said, "Dude, I'm fucking hurting, and you're not checking on me enough."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I needed that because I kind of didn't know how to check on you because you've always kept your shit so in.
But
I didn't know because you don't like you're not
Yeah.
an emotional person, right? But
Yeah.
I don't know, like I didn't know how to check on you or to not check on you is not the right
Yeah.
word, but to see how you're doing because normally you like to protect yourself and not talk about it. So and normally you want space.
Yeah.
That's what I'm used to as when you get to a dark spot, you want space. So when you got going through the divorce,
Yeah.
that's what I thought you needed. And you called me out and said, "You're not being there for me."
Yeah.
And
I
I,
would-
didn't realize
Yeah.
you needed that piece of me.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
look at it as calling out. He was asking for help.
You were
Yeah.
asking for help.
Yeah. Yes,
Calling out. Well,
Yeah.
in my head, it was calling out because
Well,
it was
Josh-
like,
Josh,
I was
you-
like, you're fucking
Yeah.
right. I need to
Josh
fucking
was just
be
doing
here.
what he always
Yeah.
did that
It-
worked.
And it's
And G was saying, I need more from you.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're like, I'm more than willing to give that to
Yeah.
you.
Right.
Correct?
And dude, I was like, I ain't gonna lie to you. At that point, I was at the end of the rope. Like I was truly, no shit, at the end of the rope. The counselor fucking wasn't helping shit, and fucking
G, would you say, do you feel like that's your low? Is that the lowest you've ever been? In all the things you've ever been through, is that your lowest?
yeah. That was when I found out. That was when I fucking realized that no.
We don't have to talk about. We don't
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
go into like what it was in life. But I mean, it was a dark spot in your life. But I'm just saying though, you know what I love?
Yeah.
I mean, out of all this,
Yeah.
is you called me and said, I need fucking help.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you did that. And I'm glad you, at first I was like, well, dude, you never fucking needed my help anyway. I mean, you've always been like, you know, you never wanted me to help you.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, it was a call for help. And I'm appreciative that you fucking, that you did that. So that I hope that I've fulfilled some of that for you.
Brother, let me tell you this. Without my friends, I would have never, ever survived this. You, Scott, Jay, Rosenquist, all of y'all motherfuckers have all fucking done the goddamn thing. You especially, but in all their regards, freaking Rosenquist, fucking always, dude, freaking. Fucking Rosenquist was the first one to say that. I love it. I love the cat. Yeah,
and all these guys, by the way, are from Victoria.
Yeah.
All of his fucking close friends. All of his motherfuckers are from Victoria, which is crazy.
Yeah, and so freaking, I explained the situation to freaking Rosenquist and freaking Scott. I don't know who the fuck it was, but one of them says, this blurts out, that bitch is doing you a favor. And I'm like, that's gangster as fuck. You know how fucking badass that is? You know, she was like, like how fucking cool that is. That fucking, you know, they're like, you know what? You're going to be fine. Not only you're going to be fine, this motherfucker is going to freaking rue the day that she did this to you. It's going to. You need friends like that. You need friends like that fucking don't give a fuck about feelings.
You need friends that when you go, I just killed somebody, they go, where are we going to bury the body?
Where are we going? Where are we going?
I got a carpet and a shovel.
No shit. Yeah,
but I mean,
exactly.
it's look, and like I'm
you
not.
already know.
Look, I'm not. Look, I'm not condoning killing anyone. What I'm trying to say is, you need friends that are committed to you and that are your friends. You already
know. All
right. So, so let's.
We've not killed anybody, by the way.
No one has killed anyone. I just want to make that very fair.
I got some shit.
All right, so this is we're gonna end up with this last reflection, and y'all gonna both answer this. Let's see. I think is it Jesus, your turn to answer a question first?
I don't give a shit.
Okay, we'll just go with it. Okay. When was the last time you were proud of Josh?
Every single goddamn
No, you
day.
gotta. Don't give me that. Give me a specific time that you're proud of him.
Okay. Little Josh freaking went.
Little Josh?
Hey, he went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gator's about this life.
Start this over Little Josh. Look at these 10.5 shoes. Okay, they're 10s.
Little Josh on his jet ski listening to 311.
Gator
he
went,
hates my 311.
Gator went out and freaking got poached by a team and went out and saved 11 people's jobs because he fucking went and got paid by some other team.
Are you talking about when I moved companies?
He moves companies.
So the last time you were proud of Josh is when he switched companies and helped the people that were around him. He was a leader.
Save their jobs.
Saves other people's jobs, right? And because like we said before, were we 6 months ago, where we freaking
we're sitting here and talking about the market, and the market was nuts.
The market, right? The market was freaking stupid, and then you were like, what happens in the next 6 months?
And I said, shit's gonna slow down.
Josh says it's gonna slow down, right? And Josh had to make a decision when it did slow down. What he did say, what his company didn't fucking protect from.
He had integrity.
He said, I got an option. I'm gonna save these motherfuckers' jobs. I'm gonna fucking save these motherfuckers' livelihood, and I'm going to freaking go with this other fucking other company. We are going to go with these other company.
He was here when I the morning I resigned, I worked out here actually, and hardest fucking day, dude. To have that kind of like, they were so angry at me for leaving, but I was doing it to protect
You
my
had
family and to protect the people that work for me. Because I'm like, if I
That's your
stay
family.
here,
That's your
I know,
family.
but if I would
Family.
have stayed there, I would have to fire 75% of the people that work for
yeah.
me.
there's no successful life without tough decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just part of kind of the whole deal, right?
But it was a hard time for me, y'all. Like it was, and Scott, you got to fucking see. You got to you've got to see the shit of me.
You did very well, though.
I
Like,
know, but bro, you got to see some side of me that like normally I'm like even keel, everything's good, and it was a hard time in my life to go through that and just, but it was the right decision, and now I'm excited, but thank you. I mean, that's that was a hard decision, but it was the right decision.
Josh,
Yeah,
when was the last time you were proud of G?
I don't do it.
What?
I don't do shit.
You know what it is?
Uh-oh.
You know what I loved?
Is that
When you took your fucking daughter out and you got a fucking pedicure and a manicure. You know why? You're doing something intentional with your fucking daughter.
Yeah.
And I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Like, loved it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you were showing your shitty ass fucking crappy ass nails and your feet. And by fucking 4 or 5 times of doing that, your nails actually looking kind of nice now.
You can snatch a stand and go upstream with those Eagles claws.
my
Look like you've been
But-
playing
yeah,
soccer with a pack of wild wolves.
But you know what, dude? Abigail is never going to forget
yeah.
that moment. The times that you've been hanging out with her and loving on her,
Yeah.
dude, are so fucking. And I've always felt divorce can make you kind of be a better fucking man and a better dad.
Unfortunately.
And
but
fortunately,
yes.
but it does, and it did, and I think it did for you, and I think, and I love it.
Yeah,
I love it, and that's to me is the fucking thing for me that I love seeing.
Yeah, and it definitely does. It does. Divorce has definitely made me a better fucking father. I don't know if it's made me a better man or not. I truly don't know.
I think it has though. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you get a daughter now that is she's gonna have a memory that her dad, big old Marine dad, is getting pedicures and manicures, and you're fucking getting pink and shit, and you don't give a fuck.
I don't.
And you know she knows you're this manly man, and you're fucking don't give a fuck. She's never gonna forget that.
Yeah.
You know what I had to do tonight? So my dad's turning 70 in 2 days, and my siblings reached out to me and said, "Hey, let's put down 70 things, 70 memories that we've had with our dad."
Good Lord.
Right?
That's
Well,
a lot.
but there's 5 kids, right? So we had to do
Wow.
like 14 apiece, right? And at first I said, nah, I don't know about that. But then I said, okay, I'll do it. And it didn't take me long. But you know what's kind of crazy? I put down 14 memories. Of the 14, probably 7 had to do with the drive. My dad would drive from Houston to Victoria, back and forth when I was a kid,
Yeah.
back and forth. And it
Highway
was
County
it was
Line,
the
yeah.
it was the time I spent with
Yeah.
my father
It's the time.
with my dad. Had nothing to do with anything
Yeah.
else in life.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with calls, emails, texts, nothing. It
Yeah.
had to do with he would every 2 weeks when I was a kid, he would drive from fucking Houston to pick me up, and we'd play fucking games. We'd play the fucking the ABC game, like signs. We'd play like get A to Z, like with signs.
Yeah.
We'd play the driver's license sign. Out of all that, that was my memory. And tonight, I had to send that to my siblings.
Mm.
That's my memory. And so I think for you, I think that's going to be a memory of hers that she's never going to fucking forget.
And that's one thing that I love you, little brother. And I love my, listen, I hate that standard custody thing, right?
Oh, it's the stupidest rule ever.
It's the dumbest thing.
So we're going to repeat those. Standard custody is that the dad gets them 35% of the time, the mom gets them the other time.
Yeah, and just stupid as fucking shit, right? And I have always, through this whole divorce bullshit, I have always said that is going to be 50-50 custody with us. And throughout her fucking bullshit, I've always fucking fought through it and said, we will always do the goddamn 50-50, the 50-50 friggin' custody thing. I am not about freaking not being around my child all the goddamn.
That's the hardest part. That's why I called you.
Yeah.
I told you holidays are the fucking worst. In your first year of getting a divorce, the holidays are the hardest for dads.
Yeah.
The fucking hardest. Because you're fucking by yourself and it's maybe it's Thanksgiving, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like it's the worst.
And they care about the mother more.
I know, and
they give a shit about the mother more. They this is what you got coming. This is what you got coming. They give a shit about the mother more, no matter what you got. Listen, little brother. They care about the mother more.
Okay.
You can't. You
no,
can't.
but like, look. I don't worry about my daughter's relationship with my partner because it's hers.
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is the only thing I can control and worry about is my relationship with her, my relationship with her mother, and my relationship with her mother with her.
All right. Okay. They're
right?
Very democratic. Good job.
No, it's not. No. But what I'm trying to say is that yes, you are correct that the child is naturally drawn to their mother.
Yeah.
But when I think about if I only got 35% of the time with my daughter, just to Josh's point, it wasn't the amount of time spent. It's what his dad did with that time. So when they're driving back and forth from Houston to Victoria or whatever, it wasn't the amount of time. It's what happened that amount of time. Yeah. So your 35% can be way more valuable than the other 65 or whatever the fuck the math is on that.
Yeah. Right?
Because you put more into it. And that's what you should be focused on. You should be focused on the amount of time, what you do with the time that you have. Because it can the shortest amount of time can be so powerful for a person or a relationship, correct?
But that's what's up. Yeah, you're exactly right. But regardless of that fact, you can't there's no way in hell that you're going to freaking know that 15% of the freaking time that is spent in your week, your day, your time could ever compensate for the fact that you weren't there.
Meaning all the time.
The other 65%.
Oh, for sure.
No, that's the hardest part when you go through a divorce.
Yeah,
is not being there all the time. All the time. For her father, the first fucking few years of a divorce is the hardest.
Yes.
Well, it's a transition. You're making a big transition, but
it's
a loss.
Fucking hard,
right?
Dude.
You're losing something. You know what I mean? You're losing a lot.
Everything.
Right. So it's like a death. It's treated like a death, right? And so there has to become a new normal after someone passes, if that makes sense, right? So when something is that tragic of a loss, there has to be a new normal. And that's not, but the key is that when you recognize that, you should try to process it and get past it as fast as possible, because the longer you stay in it, the harder it is, right? It's not comfortable to get past these things, but like you have to, because life moves forward. And if you stay stuck, then you're just stuck there. You follow me?
Yeah,
it is. But I mean, I think year one, he's in year zero.
No, I think G's doing a great job.
I think year zero like fucking sucks